Hi, Emma here. Today I want to talk to you about your conscious and subconscious alignment. It's something that I often pick up from people listening to them or reading their emails. And it's something we often do without realising, But consciously, so our brain that we're aware of, our conscious brain is the bit that interacts with the world, the bit that we use to interact with each other, and the part that you're using right now to listen to me. And we call it the left prefrontal cortex, so it's sort of like here on your brain. A bit of useless, well, not useless information, a bit of additional information for you. You don't need to know where it is or exactly what it does, but your conscious brain is the bit that you're aware that you're thinking of. And then your subconscious is the part of your brain that is the machine going on in the background, if you like. It's the bit that understands, it knows everything about you. It knows all the stuff that you've forgotten. It can multitask and deal with many things at once, and it's doing this powerful job in the background that's filtering in information, filtering out information. It's your sorting office. It's controlling your whole body. It's controlling your heart rate, what's going on with your hormones and your neurotransmitters. If you think of it as your conscious brain is like this big and your subconscious brain is vast. Now, if you think about it in those terms, it's quite easy to understand this analogy in that, say for example, you are an elephant trainer. Okay, you're the little tiny mahout sat on top of this massive great elephant. Now, if the elephant decides it wants to do what its trainer is telling it to do, what you're telling it to do, and if you're both choosing and deciding to do the same thing for whatever reason, the mahout is in control, tells the elephant what it wants to do, where it wants to go, and the elephant follows its instructions. But what if the elephant has other plans? What if something comes along to scare that elephant? We've all heard about, the little mouse that can scare the massive elephant. What if a mouse came along while the mahout was happily walking down the road on his elephant, and a mouse came along and scared that elephant, and the elephant took off? Do you think this little mahout on the top would have any chance of quickly getting the elephant back under control and stopping it and getting it carrying on calmly with walking down the road or moving logs or whatever it's doing? I don't think so. And the relationship between your conscious and your subconscious brains is similar. Your conscious brain is your little mahout. That's what goes, yeah, I want to do this, or I'm going to do that, or thinks about things, interacts with people. But your subconscious is this massive elephant. And it's your subconscious that is really in control of what's going on. And your conscious brain, what you're thinking of all the time, is giving this massive subconscious of yours, this powerful subconscious, instructions of what to do or what not to do. Now, if they are both in alignment and doing the same thing, then life is usually pretty hunky-dory. Things come along, opportunities drop in your lap, you see the positive in things, you can see your next step, and things work out. You have energy, you can do the things you need to do. People are attracted to you. You have time for friends. You have time for doing things for other people when these two are in alignment. But what can happen is when they get out of alignment is your subconscious is taking instructions that you're not necessarily aware that you're giving it. And your subconscious is actually acting on these instructions all the time, and it's in charge, it's in control of the rest of your body, of how you're feeling. So if you're giving your subconscious without realizing negative instructions, then it's going to act on that, because your subconscious can only focus on the object in question. For example, if you were to tell it, I don't want to be fat, or I want to lose weight, or I don't want those biscuits, your subconscious is focusing on fat, weight, biscuits. Eat the biscuits, right? So you need to find a way of focusing on something positive if you want those two things to be in alignment. Doing, if that's what you want, I'm using weight as an example, it might not be. I'll come on to another example. But if you, for example, it is weight that is something that is on your mind at the moment, or something you want to do, lose or do something about, one way or the other, you need to focus on the positive, so that you give your brain a positive instruction of what to do. So focusing on eating healthily, focusing on feeling good, focusing on having energy through my food is actually giving your brain positive things to do. Your brain will then go, okay, so we need to go and eat the right things. Losing weight will be a side effect of that, because if you are looking after yourself in a positive way, and if you're looking after what you eat, and if you're focusing on eating the healthy things in life, then you will right size. So if you feel that you are carrying too much weight right now, by feeding your body with good stuff, you'll start to right size, as we call it. And the opposite as well. If you struggle to put on weight, there are probably things going on there that are in misalignment. You might be, if you are creating, a lot of people with anxiety have trouble putting on weight actually, and it's because they are putting their brain in this fight or flight mode all the time. Now, when we're in fight or flight, that will affect our digestive system, and as you know, if you're feeling anxious about something, actually the last thing you want to do is eat quite often. And what actually happens is your body will redirect energy from systems it doesn't need whilst it's in this fight or flight mode. And your digestive system is one of those, so it's often affected when we have anxiety. So it's focusing on the positives that will sort out the problems, not focusing on the problems. Another one, if you are worrying about, an exam or a driving test or something you've got to pass, right? If you are focusing on, I don't want to fail, I can't fail, I can't get it wrong, I can't do that wrong, what your brain is focusing is on wrong, failure. Okay, you're not giving it something positive to focus on. You're not in alignment. Your subconscious doesn't know what to do with that. It doesn't know where to go. You're not telling it a positive direction of what you want it to do. So it's not aligned. If you focus on, I'm going to pass with flying colours, or whatever that means to you, or I'm going to get an A, or I'm going to get a first in my degree, or I'm going to pass that driving test easily. You're giving your brain something to do. Now, when you've locked onto those positive things, your brain is then going to find and encourage and motivate you into doing the things you need to do in order to achieve what you want. And that will happen with any goal you have. But that's why you have to focus on a positive goal to get these conscious and subconscious brains in alignment, to give your subconscious something to work on, something to do, instead of something not to do. It doesn't know what to do with that. So, focus on the positive, get them aligned, and achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. I will put some links at the bottom of this the bottom of this video, so that you can subscribe, or you can join the mailing list and get updates about this, and get yourself a free hypnosis MP3 as a consequence. And of course, if there's anything you want to ask me about, anything you want to talk to me about, just email me, drop me a line, and I will happily talk about it for you. Until next time.